Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. So for today's video, I figure we're just gonna kind of hang out today, do our makeup together. I have a bunch of new products sitting here in front of me. So if you follow me on Instagram and my Instagram stories, just recently I was kind of on there talking about some new makeup that I of course picked up, always looking for new makeup. So I recently bought the new Lawless, the One eyeshadow palette, and I can't wait to share that with you guys today. So we're gonna use that. I also shared with you guys some new Alima Pure products that I picked up. I'm going to share with you a new concealer, which I am loving, like holy cow loving. I have a new lip liner, just some new products. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of play with some makeup today. That's always a fun time. So get your makeup, grab some coffee, let's do our makeup together. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and let's get started. So I already have my foundation on for the day. I figure you guys see me do foundation all the time, and I'm just wearing my normal Oxygenetics foundation. That's what I have on right now. So I have that on and I have my brows on so I don't have to leave and go do the brows. So let's start out with the eyes. I'm gonna use the Alima Pure. This is the eye primer. So this is your base before you apply your eyeshadows. And Alima Pure is an amazing brand, like all mineral makeup again, which I love. Again, healthier for your skin, better for your skin. So Alima Pure is a really, really great makeup brand if you have not checked them out yet. I've talked about them in like a bunch of previous videos as well, but I'm gonna use their eye primer today. I have not tried this yet. So it comes in a little squeezy tube and it looks like this. It's kind of like a cream color. So I'm gonna apply this to the lids. Usually I use my Tarte, the Shape Tape Primer. That's what you guys usually see me use. But I want to try this. Ooh, and it feels good. Like it's nice and smooth. And it smooths out the eyelid. Oh, I like that. I like the way that looks and feels. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. It's so funny. I really do get excited when I find new makeup that I like. And this, I can just, I mean, it just like tightened. I am not kidding. It just tightened and like made my eyelids look so much better. Oh my gosh, I have to see what is in this exactly. And if it claims to do like any tightening, because I'm not kidding, that just tightened everything up. And then here's the palette that we're gonna be using today. This is the new Lawless, the One palette, which I was so excited when she launched this. I love Lawless. I honestly think she is so sweet. I have had multiple conversations with her like over Instagram and stuff, and she's just so nice. And we just share a lot of the same passions about, you know, ingredients and makeup and like the beauty industry in general. So I absolutely love her. I will buy any product she comes out with because I fully support what she's doing in the beauty industry, and I just love her. So this is the palette though. This is what it looks like. You get a bunch of matte. It's mostly a matte palette. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the more sheen shades. Actually, this one might be a little bit more of a sheen shade too. So 5 maybe of the sheen shades, and then the rest are matte, and they're just like really perfect everyday colors. She said like this is the one because this is all she needs for like everyday looks, and it's all her favorite colors and all of that. Definitely a more warm tone palette, so if you like your warm tone shades, then you will absolutely love this. So we're gonna use this today, and I'm gonna kind of use, I think we're gonna kind of use this 4 corners down here and kind of do like a bronzy, kind of like rusty bronze look. So I'm gonna get this shade right here in Steady. And you definitely want to tap off the excess. They are powdery. You do get fallout with these, so it's best to kind of get rid of the excess off your brush first. And I'm going to put this just right in the crease. This is like a really pretty kind of like orangey brown. It reminds me of fall. It's like the perfect like fall leaf color. I really like it. So then going into the shade right next to it, this is the shade Obsessed. We're gonna get some of this and apply this to our lid. This is one of the sheen shades. Look at that, it's so pretty. These shadows are really pigmented and they go on really nice. I've actually played with this palette a couple times now. I've done a couple different looks with it, and I really like how they blend out. Then we're gonna use this matte shade right here. This is the shade DTR. I'm gonna get some of this and we're gonna go on the outer V and kind of into the crease just a little. This is just a good matte brown, like a really nice, a little bit darker brown. So we're just gonna kind of blend that and just deepen up that outer part of the eye there. Then I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush and going just along the outside. I just go over everything when I'm done just to kind of blend out everything, make sure there's no edges. And just taking a little bit of this white shade. This is a pretty white shade. I didn't do this last time. I want to try it out today. I'm going to take this and I just want to put a little bit on the brow bone area. It's actually not as white as I thought. It actually comes off more of like a creamy white, which is really perfect actually. So I like that. That's actually a perfect brow bone color. Then I'm gonna take the black for my eyeliner. I'm gonna get some of the black, and this black is a really good color to use as eyeliner. Sometimes I've tried blacks in palettes that just don't have enough pigment or they don't come off really black. This one comes off really great as a black. It definitely holds its true like black tone. It doesn't come off like gray or like faded at all, and I really like to use this as my liner. Okay, so to really make your lashes pop, and I do this in every single one of my tutorials, I do this in every single day of my real life here, use a really good black eyeliner and tight line in the waterline and just push it up into the lashes. And I'm telling you guys, when I don't do this, if I forget to do this for the day, I'm like, something just doesn't look right. My lashes don't look as good. You have to tight line your waterline, and I swear it just makes such a difference. So I'm using the 100% Pure, the black eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. I love it. It's creamy. It doesn't budge or smudge. Then I did curl my lashes, and now I'm gonna use my Chanel La Volume de Chanel mascara. It's so funny, you guys. My eyelashes, they're just loving this mascara again. It's so funny how things kind of like go in rotation, and sometimes things work and then they don't for a while, and then they do again. Like my lashes are looking so good with this mascara again. Okay, so we're gonna move on to concealer next, and this is the concealer, you guys, that I have been loving. This is the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever. Now, remember when I got this, and it took me forever to try it. I just have like so many products that I'm always constantly trying and testing that I finally got around to testing out this Huda one, and I am obsessed. Like, it is so good. It is so full coverage. The thing is, it does dry down quickly, so I find it works best if you just do like one side and blend it out and then do the other side, because it does dry down. It dries down matte. I personally do still set a little bit of powder on top of it. I haven't tried it without a powder, but it does dry down matte. So I kind of feel like this one, you might not even have to set it. Let me know if you guys have tried it and you don't set it, because I'm just really curious about that. But I'm impressed with this concealer. Every time I have worn it, which has actually been every day since I've tried it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like my under eyes look so flawless. And it doesn't crease. I haven't had any issues with it creasing or budging or fading away in the middle of the day or anything like that. So yeah, if you haven't tried this yet, I would definitely suggest trying it. Just like pick up a sample or give it a test, because for me, I've been loving it. It comes out in a little squeezy tube. A little bit goes a long way with this as well. So you'll see when I apply it, like it doesn't take a whole lot. You can see how pigmented it is. There's a lot of pigment in here. So I'm gonna do one side. I always go down like the smile line area. I'm just gonna finish off up there, and I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and blend this out. But it definitely leaves your under eye like really smooth and just like completely full coverage. Like, it is nice. If you like that full coverage, like flawless look, I mean, really, who doesn't? Then you will really like this. The thing that I would say with this though is this wouldn't be a concealer that I would reach for on my no makeup days. This is a more like made up concealer. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our days where we don't want to wear a lot of product and a lot of makeup. So you want products that kind of blend into your skin and kind of look like your skin. This is definitely a more made up concealer. So I hope that makes sense. But nonetheless, I love it for my makeup days and my like glam days. I mean, it really just gives me the coverage and the flawlessness, and I really am impressed. So I'm gonna go back in and just tap that out. Like, I always get a little bit left on my finger, and then I'm just gonna go back in and just kind of like tap along the lash line and just in the corner here and make sure that that's all blended out. Oh, and I forgot the extra that I put on my forehead. Let's blend that in. I'm gonna have a big splotch of concealer. Okay, so there's the concealer before we apply the powder. I mean, what do you guys think? I love it. Every time I put this on, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I look awake now. And I have been tired lately. I have not been sleeping as much. I've been so busy, and I've been like editing like half the night away and just like getting so much stuff done. So I feel like I've been looking like extra tired lately, which is no good. So I feel like this concealer just kind of like brings me back to life. So I've definitely been enjoying that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to set it, because like I said, I've been putting a little bit of powder on top. I'm gonna take the Hourglass Mineral Veil, and I'm just gonna get some of that onto my beauty blender. And again, I just do a little bit of powder. I'm not one of those people that does like baking and throws, you know, like a pound of powder under their eyes. You can see it barely does, like, I'm not putting that much down at all. I'm just doing a little bit just to make sure everything kind of stays in place. but just a little bit goes a long way, for me at least. All right, so we got the under eyes set. Now I'm gonna set the rest of my face because I have not done that yet. I'm gonna take my Osmosis Pressed Base. As always, I don't think there's really gonna be anything that replaces this for like my foundation powder or for a setting powder. As you can see, I'm hit pan on this shade. I have another one on another color that I kind of switch back and forth just depending on how dark I am. But this is the shade Natural Medium. This is the one I use the most. And you can see it is hit pan. It is getting low, and I'm just gonna set everything with this powder. And again, like with this powder, because it really does leave you flawless, I always take this and I go down like my neck and everything because it just makes sure everything's blended. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the lower lash line now. I'm gonna actually go back in with that black. I'm gonna smudge a little bit just on the lash line. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of like a kind of smudge brush, and I'm gonna go, let's do this like burnt shade, kind of like, call it like a burnt shade. It's like a burnt brown shade, a rust color, I feel like. I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna apply that on the lower lash line as well, and just kind of like smoke that out and just kind of really blend that down. And then going back in with my 100% pure eyeliner, I'm gonna actually, which I hardly ever do, but I'm gonna actually do the waterline on the lower lashes as well. Like I said, I really never do this because it does close your eye a little bit more. It makes your eye look smaller when you do the top and the bottom. But I don't know, I'm just kind of in the mood to do it today. So I'm just gonna take this and just run it along the lower waterline as well. And then finishing off the entire eye look, I'm gonna use my MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara on the lower lashes. This is another product that you will never see me replace because I feel like nothing is as good as this mascara for the lower lashes. All right, so there's the eye look. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think this palette is absolutely amazing and I definitely would recommend. Healthy ingredients. Definitely check this palette out, you guys, for sure. So I'm gonna use the Alima Pure. This is a bronzer. Now, you guys remember in my favorites video and some past videos, I was using their Radiant Finishing Powder in Sedona as my bronzer, and it is so beautiful. I think I actually just used that. Did I use that in my last tutorial? I think I did. So I love their powders so much. They really blend and melt into the skin. Again, they're mineral, and I really want to try out their actual bronzers. So they're matte bronzers, but they're gorgeous on the skin as well. So I picked them both up. There's two different shade options. I'm gonna use the darker of the two today, and that's in the shade Trinidad. So it is in a loose powder form, so I just kind of shake it with it upside down so that when I open it, there's some in the cap, and then I just take what's in the cap and just blend that out with my brush. And I really like these bronzers. Really pretty. Colors are amazing. They blend, like I said, so seamlessly into your skin, and they kind of just become one with your skin. They're not like a powder that just sits on your skin, which I very much appreciate because I don't want to look like I have makeup and powder and products all sitting on my face. So then I'm just taking this onto the cheek a little bit, just blending that out and just kind of connecting it with the forehead area. Look at that. So good, you guys, so pretty. And again, I always finish up with my bronzer and just pull a little bit down the neck area just so that everything kind of, again, just blends down and it doesn't look like everything just stops on your face. So I take my brush and just kind of finish off just going down the neck. And then this is the blush that I was sharing with you guys in my Instagram story. I was sharing all this with you in my Instagram story, but this is the Alima Pure Blush in the shade Carnation. And I wore this now a couple times. Let me give this a shake and get some out. This blush is so pretty. It's kind of like a rosy nude, like a rosy brown, and it's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take my blush brush. Again, I'm gonna get a little bit of that powder onto my brush. And again, it's super pigmented, so just go lightly, and you can always add more if you want, but they are pigmented. And I love this color. I'm gonna take it up. I always kind of blend everything around a little bit. But look at that. That color is so pretty. So then we're gonna use the Alima Pure highlighter. This is in the shade Lumina. And I opened this up the other day. I've used this a couple times now, but the first time I opened it up, I was like, like I'm not sure if I was gonna like it because when I swatched it, it does have some kind of, like, I don't wanna say glitter in it. It's not glitter at all, but it was a little bit more like shimmery than I thought. But when you put this on, oh my gosh, it is so stunning. So we are definitely gonna use this today. I'm gonna get my highlighter brush. This again is super pigmented. So you can see what's in this cap. I just take what's in the cap and I just get it on my brush and then Whew, I gotta tap that off. You can see, I mean, it is pigmented. So I'm gonna get that. I'm just gonna blend that out. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And when it's on the skin, it's not like too much at all. Like it's not, it's very smooth on the skin. And it's so gorgeous, like literally, oh my gosh. Wow, do you guys see that highlight? Do you see that? I mean, it just literally like brings your whole makeup together. I think it's the tone of it too. It's like that perfect kind of like pearly tone, and it just makes your skin look so perfect. So I love that. Love that highlighter. I've been using that constantly since I got this as well. Let's finish up with the lips, and I actually have a new lip liner here. It's the Pat McGrath. It's the Ultra Lip Liner, Permagel Ultra Lip Liner in the shade Contour. And I actually bought this because one of you guys left in the comments on one of my past videos when I was talking about my Charlotte Tilbury being my like favorite lip liner ever in Iconic Nude. One of you said about this one, how this replaced your Iconic Nude. So I was like, no way. I'm like, I have to test that out because literally I'm like, nothing can beat that Iconic Nude. So I bought this, and these are really, really nice lip liners. Like they are really smooth on the lips. They last forever on your lips. And the color is similar to the Iconic Nude. I would say this is a little bit more brown though. So I'm not sure if it replaces my Iconic Nude because I love the color of the Iconic Nude. This is a little bit more brown, but it is so close, and I have been loving this. So thank you to whoever left that comment because I really am loving this. And I actually went back to this Sephora website and was like, ooh, like what other colors do they have in this? And I don't know, let me know if you guys like any of the other colors. I felt like there wasn't a lot of like pinky nudes or a lot of the colors that I would use. So let me know if you recommend like any of the other shades. You guys know what I use and what colors I wear, so let me know. But I'm gonna use this today. Let me grab my mirror. I feel like you have to have a really light hand when you use this lip liner because if you press too hard, I mean, the color, the payoff is so much that you end up getting like that line look around your lips, which I actually kind of did the first time I put this on. I was like, whoa, like it is very like, you get that line. Like you just have to touch your lips like barely, and the color like still shows up perfectly, and you just, it kind of blends a little bit more, you know what I mean? And then this is the lipstick that I cannot put down, you guys. Ever since I used it and tested it out with you guys in my Tom Ford Get Ready With Me, I cannot stop wearing this. This is in the shade Spiced Honey, and it is the perfect shade for a lipstick. Like I said, I honestly cannot stop wearing this. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed all the products that we used and tested out today. Let me know in the comments what you did like out of what I used today. Let me know your thoughts. I will link and list everything that I used down below in the description box as well. But thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I love just sitting here and just talking and trying on makeup with you guys. It's so much fun. So thank you guys again for hanging out. I love you all, and I will see you next time.